What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Good Gains card break video. My name's Matt, and today we're going to be answering 5 questions for Stream Business Saturdays here on the wonderful Drip platform. All right, to get us started with the first question, why do you stream? And that answer is very simple. I love interacting with all the collectors, the newbies, the OGs, the card shop owners, the fellow breakers, the sports enthusiasts, the athletes. Everybody brings something unique to the table, and it's always a pleasure discussing the hobby, their favorite sports teams, their favorite players, who they're going to invest in next, and of course the actual gambling aspect of the hobby, as that's important in understanding the ROIs and the benefits of investing in certain players, and of course the risk rewards. Next question here is, why collectibles? And for me, there is a great story behind this question. When I was just a young collector back in the late 90s, the most popular thing to collect was Pokemon cards. Now, obviously, that's become a popular thing again nowadays, but back then it was popular because of the video game, the red and blue on the Game Boy Colors, and of course the actual TCG, because back then everybody played the TCG. So you would open up packs and collect your favorite cards and build your decks and actually play them at summer camp, recess, at school, things of that nature. So for me, I love Blastoise. He was my favorite starter Pokemon, and I always wanted the holo of his starter card, but it was extremely tough to pull, and of course was a very rare card to hit. So I would print out a picture of that card and essentially make like a sticker of it and add it to my deck and play with it that way, until one day I opened up a pack, and this is when I first realized I had hot hands, because I actually pulled the Blastoise holo, and I can't even explain the pure joy that I had when I hit that card. It was just insane. I was beyond ecstatic, and for me, being able to experience that was a motivator to become a breaker, so I could pass that experience on to other collectors who are looking to add cool items to their PCs, whether it's Pokemon or of course sports cards. All right, so question number 3, how long have you been streaming? We have been technically streamers and breakers in this hobby since 2019. So we're going on almost 4 years now. We started off streaming on just YouTube and filling breaks on eBay and our Facebook group. And then we moved towards building our Instagram page, which I am proud to say we are over 3,000 followers. Really excited about that. So thank you everybody who has followed us. And if you haven't, make sure to do that. And of course, we are on all of the now popular streaming platforms. We started off first on Whatnot, back when that was literally known as nothing but Funko Pops and some TCGs, including Pokemon. And we decided to take a risk on it simply because I have an IT background and I love things that are innovative, especially when it comes to technology. And I saw that had a great potential for innovating the hobby in a great aspect, and so far it has, and we see Drip doing the same thing. So that is why we're streamers on Drip, and I believe we've been on here for about a month. Excited to be here and excited to continue operating on the Drip platform. All right, so question number 4, what have you achieved due to live streaming that you wouldn't have otherwise? And that question has different ways we could answer it. I'll go with this one, in the sense that live streaming has given me the ability to grow out of my comfort zone, because you have to take risks in this hobby. You have to, of course, learn new traits. Again, I have an IT background, but I never really got onto streaming. I never really talked on videos like that. I always was interested in making YouTube videos, but never really understood how. And by forcing myself to become a streamer, I had to learn all those aspects and associate them with the hobby and how to grow as a brand, while also achieving all of my goals as a collector and of course as a business owner. And the final question here is what would you be doing if you weren't live streaming? And that is a very, very, very good question. It also happens to be a little bit of a challenge to answer because I'm not really sure what I would be doing. They always ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And honestly, I've been a streamer for almost 4 years, and I didn't really expect myself to be streaming this long. I've always been a collector of sports cards. Of course, started off with Pokemon, like I mentioned before. I always had a passion for opening up boxes and chasing my favorite players, my favorite teams, and not being able to live stream and do all that, I would probably just be focusing on my main career job in the IT space and looking for ways to make some extra passive money, as I'm sure everyone can relate to. Having only one paycheck every couple weeks or every month can obviously diminish your ability to reach your goals and go on adventures, explore the rest of the world, really do what you want to do. So being able to live stream gives me the ability to accomplish goals that only really seem like dreams. So that is the 5 questions for Stream Business Saturdays here on the Drip platform. We hope that you enjoyed watching and listening to this video here and all of our answers. And if you haven't already, please do make sure to give us a follow on Instagram and of course Drip at Good Gainz Card Breaks. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful day. Peace.